Сообразим на троих.
Друзья, соображаем на троих. Мы сегодня с очень интересным человеком, который, я вот кроме слова «труба» знать ничего не знаю. Сейчас поверну микрофон, наверное, так будет лучше. У нас в студии Амар Кабир, который принес, не только трубу, а еще какую-то махину, которую я не знаю, как называется. It's a pleasure to having you on our show. Thank you very much for coming.
Hello, Amar. By the way, the microphone is ready to be your friend, so be close to the microphone, so we don't hear you and the audience also.
Okay.
So say hello.
And really, really near the microphone, please. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Hi.
Great.
Hi, so thank you very much. And actually, first of all, could you please, because we have video streaming right now on YouTube and Facebook, could you please show this big thing? I'm sorry, I don't know how you call this.
Okay, well, this is an instrument that is just one of my family, my crew. And this is it.
Oh my God. Is it heavy?
It's not as heavy as a tuba.
Mm-hmm.
So this is called a double-belled euphonium.
Mm-hmm.
It has two bells, and I can switch the bell with this valve. So it has three valves, and then with the fourth one, I can go back and forth. So I can kind of tell a little musical story. I like to have conversations with myself.
Did you make it by yourself or?
This instrument is from 1924.
Wow. So
when Lenin was died. 1924.
where
Wow.
did you get it?
Like most things, eBay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. I found this one in somebody's house, and not a very inexpensive instrument.
It was expensive. We're talking about thousands or
a couple, a
hundreds.
few thousand. Yeah.
Few thousand.
A few
Okay.
thousand.
Wow.
Before we go to try something, you will pronounce some melody in this. Oh my God, трубы, я не знаю, как это назвать. Could you please tell us a little bit about your background, and maybe you can say something like "Good evening" in Russian, because I know you trying to speak a little bit Russian.
Okay. I usually just say "Привет." So, "Привет."
Not bad, not bad.
I started playing when I was at a young age, and I listened to music first, and was inspired by seeing Louis Armstrong was on television a lot when I was a boy, so I liked jazz, and there was actually a very famous jazz musician from New York who came to my school, and he was very inspiring, a very funny man, and he was very encouraging, and I started playing.
What are your roots? I mean, Omar is kind of a not very, very American name.
No, my father comes from India.
From India?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So he was studying in America, and he met my mother in Pennsylvania, and they got married. And then he went to teach in England, and that's where I was born. So when I was 1 year old, we moved to Virginia. He taught at the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Virginia, and that's where I grew up. So something about being in the south of America also influenced me, because it's a little different.
Have you heard some Indian music at home?
Oh, sure.
From
And
your father?
I've studied in India with some of the masters. So.
You have been living in Germany for 10 years. Why Germany? Why this country?
Well, actually, just the world in general that's out there. I've seen a lot of places. Actually, I've been to well over 100 countries.
And
Maybe like 150 countries. I can't really count at this point. So, you just look at certain aspects, and I chose Munich, Germany to live in because it's just a great city. It's very safe, it's very beautiful, and there's lots of culture.
Which country was the country which brought you a lot of success as a musician?
Well, America.
America.
I live here, but
You're a patriot.
yeah, it's very funny with music, because when you talk about success, how do you measure success, right? So many people, I played at the Montreux Jazz Festival, for example.
Oh,
So for someone who loves the Montreux Jazz Festival,
this is the great success.
They would say,
I can
"Hey,
tell
this
you,
is
yeah.
the greatest." So
But in this
But-
country, success means money, means
Right.
big home somewhere in Los Angeles,
Okay, so
big
I mean,
villa.
my most lucrative part of my career probably was my time when I was the musical director for Cirque du Soleil, and it was actually in Germany, just by coincidence.
But is it
by the
like
fact-
difficult? Is it like I don't know how to say? I think director is like person who really know numbers and who really knows how to
Yes,
count money. And I think musicians, they're really
Well, no,
all
no,
their
no. Wait
thoughts
a
about
second.
all their thoughts about
Money and the music are generally two different things. Unfortunately.
By the way,
But-
talking about Cirque du Soleil, when we buy tickets to for this show,
everybody wants
we
to
hear the live music, or it's a combination of recordings and live music, or you never have live music on Cirque du
Cirque du
Soleil.
Soleil is. I will give Cirque du Soleil a lot of credit in the fact that they really insist on live music, live performance. So everything you see is in front of you, and that is very important. I mean, it's very interesting that today, in Germany, for example, I would say a large majority of all the television shows that I appeared on were what we call playback.
We have a lot of questions to you, but like for music's like I think it's better your music better speaks instead of you. So could you please can we have a little bit of either this strange thing? Sorry, I don't want to insult you, or just regular truba.
Okay, so it's live, not Memorex. So while we're on the subject of live music, okay, so I'm developing right now a way of playing kind of both parts of the song. So I'm going to play the bass line on this part, and I'm going to play the melody.
We have just 2 minutes before commercial, and then we will continue.
Вау! It was great, господа. Мы еще раз спросим, как называется этот удивительный инструмент. Должны прерваться на рекламу.
Потом
У нас в
продолжим.
гостях...
Потом продолжим буквально через несколько минут. Амар Кабир.
Почти дома.
Запах крепкого кофе, вкусный чай, свежевыжатый сок, нежный смузи, умопомрачительный десерт, вкуснейшие бранчи, ланчи, обеды и ужины. Что еще нужно Южному Бруклину? Именно поэтому все так любят Vice Espresso Bar на 3120 Coney-Island Avenue. И даже когда вы не можете прийти, но очень хотите что-нибудь изменить,